What's going on YouTube? This is just going to be another update progress video, the video of Road to Max. In this video we're going to go through a bit of Cerberus, a bit of Zulrah, a few skilling, show you my total level and plans for the future videos and gear upgrades. But first, in my downtime, what I've been doing is I've been killing vampires for the blood shard. I am extremely dry on these. I think the drop rate is 1 in 1,500. We're currently at 2,966. So should probably have had 2 by now. But let's get into the video. Here it is, boys, the final lap at the Prif agility course. It feels forever since I've been here. The next steps is to probably go to the RD rooftops to around level 95. On another note, in relation to the Prif lap timer, I found receiving the portal on the first ladder gave you the best chance just to receive a sub 1 minute 5 seconds. And fast forward a few days, here's 91, 92, 93, 94 agility. So I decided to take a break from agility and move over to runecrafting. Can I just say that runecrafting with this new Dale Essence is super chill compared to doing agility and mining. I think I was seeing around 100k XP per hour compared to agility where I was getting about 50k XP per hour. And here's 91 agility. So the plan was to go to the money stake, Zulrah. Obviously with being an Ironman, the problem is the gear. We had to start at the bottom. So the gear that I will be using is Void Elite with the Trident of the Seas and the Magic Shortbow with the view of receiving the Blowpipe or the Trident of the Swans to effectively kill Zulrah more quicker, which means more money. I got absolutely spooned for a drop within the first 10 kills. I received the Magic Fang, which allowed me to upgrade the Trident of the Seas to the Trident of the Swamp, which effectively made Zulrah a lot more easier. Here it is, guys, the second drop of the video. This is coming in as the Serpentine Visage. Not quite the Blowpipe or the Fang. We'll still take this drop though. It's still a good drop. It'll allow us to upgrade the helm. I will be moving the Void out and replacing this with Arims and Carols from now. I was not expecting this at all. We just received the Magnum usage and a 1 in 6,000 drop rate. I'll definitely be upgrading this and putting it into the helm. With this current gear upgrades, we're currently doing 2 kills per trips now with the Arims and the Carols. We're 400 kill count in now, 2 drops received. We're using thralls at the moment and we're getting around 1 minute 40 kills, which isn't too bad considering we're using the trusty Magic Shortbow imbued. We've got no issues with killing Zulrah. It's relatively easy. We're just really hoping for that Fang. Also, I was thinking to myself that if we went another couple hundred kills dry, then I might even just put Zulrah on hold and try going to the Gauntlet with the view of maybe getting lucky on the bow, then go back to Zulrah once we receive the bow. Just because I know the Magic Shortbow is good, but I just really would like a little bit of a better range weapon. I've heard good things about the Gauntlet, the drop rates, the money as well, which will always come in handy for the skilling supplies for 99 construction. So we'll see. We'll do maybe a couple hundred more. If no use of the Blowpipe, then we might go back to the Gauntlet to see if we can get lucky for that Belfer. The thing is, every time I don't receive a drop, it just makes me want to go back and kill Zulrah again to get that drop, because I know there's going to be a drop coming. It's just one of those things where even if you get a drop, you keep going back because the money's good, but then if you don't get a drop, you also want to go back because you know that you're due a drop. In terms of DPS as well, the DPS calculator actually said that the Void with the Trident and the Magic Shortbow is slightly better DPS than the Carols or the Arims. However, with the Void, obviously you have to bring anti-venoms. With this setup, it's just a little bit more chilled. But if I was going for speed times, I'd be using Venge and the Void. Venge versus Thrall, so there is obviously a combat achievement with Venge to finish it off, with Venge versus the Thralls. Overall, I think the Thralls give better DPS, but also the Venge is good for the last phase if that keeps happening. If you can kill the boss without the last phase, I would go Thrall all day. If you can't and you're struggling a little bit, Venge would probably be a little bit better. On average, the thralls are going to put out between 20 and 30 DPS per thrall spawned. Personally, I think that the thralls are a little bit underrated and they can be really useful in certain bosses. I can't wait to go and try these out with some of the new PVM content. So here is the fourth drop. I think we are a little bit under the drop rate. We're about 513 right now. We've received 3 drops and the Magnum Mutagen. I will show all the drops in this next clip and also the loot. So this is the loot from the 513 kill count at Zulrah. I know the plugin does say 385, however I did do the other 100 and 120, which is just not logged in the RuneLite, but they are logged on the Connect collection logs. So we did get a good quite of herbs, a lot of burns, and at the moment we are under drop rate for an item. So for Cerberus, we're going to be using the melee method, which is just maximising your defense bonus along with strength bonus. The Arclight is probably the best weapon that we've got available at the moment, with a Fury. Don't have a Torture yet. Was thinking about getting a Blood Fury, but I've still not received that Blood Shard drop from the vampires. Guffins would also be quite helpful here, but as we still don't have a full Guffin set, I just thought I'd try some kills with this current setup and see how useful it is. So with the current setup, I was able to get around 5 kills per trip with the gear and stats that I currently have. The thing is with Cerberus, it's not even a hard boss, it's more of just a time consuming boss. I do prefer bosses where you do get more involvement, such as Zulrah and Vorkath. The thing is with Cerberus, you could literally just AFK this boss, and I know once you get better gear and stats, you can even kill it before the ghosts come out. There is a few methods to kill Cerberus, one being quite an Ironman friendly method where you would DPS Cerberus down up to 400 damage, then after that you would wait until the 56-second timer has gone off. After that you'd be able to kill Cerberus and the ghost would only spawn once. I did initially use that method, however, as waiting for like 50 seconds each kill, it got quite boring, and I'm all about like XP per hour and kills per hour, so I just utilised the prayer plots and just took a couple more each trip and completed Cerberus. So after 270 kills at Cerberus, we did get a little bit lucky when we received 2 of the crystals. Unfortunately, the 2 of the crystals were the exact same. We got 2 of the Pegasian's crystals. They will obviously come in handy if we receive some ranger boots, but at the moment we don't have any of the ranger boots. I was ideally hoping for some of the primordial crystal so I could upgrade the dragon boots. We also received around 5.83 mil in items. One of the good items that we did receive was the Jar of Souls, which is a 1 in 2000 drop rate. So we are under drop rate on that. It's just a shame about the 2 of the crystals were the exact same. So more than likely we are going to have to go back to Cerberus in the future to get the other 3 crystals. As always, in my downtime, I've just been doing some fishing, AFKing, minerals. Obviously, what you do with these is you trade them in for sharks. It's around 35k XP per hour. I've got 103k at the moment, so that'll get me around 2,000 sharks, which will obviously help with the bossing. I don't plan being here all the way to 99. I plan to do a little bit of Temperos, maybe back to Barbarian fishing, mix it up. Depends on how much food I need. With doing all the other content, the bossing, the raids, but we'll see how things go. So just to finish off the video, what this video is about was going to Zulrah, and we received 3 of the drops out of the Zulrah. We're still hunting the blowpipe. We've also gone to Cerberus and we received 2 of the same Pegasian crystals, which we're going to have to go back to get the other 3. We've also advanced some levels and some skills, getting closer to that 2100 total level. The next plans are to obviously go for all of the achievement diaries. I've got my eye on the elite diary at the moment, which I still need 85 prayer for, along with 95 fletching, along with prayer as well. That we're getting some new updates soon that we're probably going to be needing the prayer skill. So dragon bones are around 4k each at the moment. I was actually just thinking about going to like green dragons and trying to get as many dragon bones as I can to either like smash out either like 85, 90 or even 95 prayer. So when this new spellbook comes out, I'm going to have the most damage DPS to help me kill any of the new bosses. I'm probably going to be focusing mainly on PVM content and combat levels, trying to push for that 95 Slayer so I can get myself a Dragon Hunter Lance. These will be really helpful for any of the raids. And there is that thought in the back of my mind is, do I just rush out Gauntlet to get the Bofo, because once we've got the Bofo we can do mainly all the PVM content, or do I just take it the nice slow route and just enjoy the game passively, doing the birdhouse runs, doing the Slayer, doing the content, and just enjoy the game. So I'll finish off this video here. We're finishing at 2058 total level with time played in 96 days, quest completed all but the new Mustafa quest. The stats at the moment, we're still going to go for concentrate on the combat along with doing some agility and runecraft, getting the slow 99s out of the way first, and then we'll move on to the fast ones. Achievement diaries, I just need to do the wilderness hard diary. That will be something that'll probably get done either this week or the following week. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you want to see some more videos.